Excuse me while I eat my daikon radish.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the AMAU Recap Radio. So today we're going to be talking about the current AAOL, it's a long-ass word, and talking about the standings and who's going to be playing who coming up towards the finals. Joining me today, we've got Bouncy Bear.
Howdy.
Munchki.
I didn't realize we were introducing ourselves.
Oh, you know, we'll come a little bit. We come as we do. And Ryu Zero.
Hey guys.
So, yeah, we should actually introduce ourselves first since it's our first time out. So, Bouncy, what's up with you, man?
I don't know. I'm one of the mods over at AOL. I do casting stuff and streaming stuff. The last season, you probably would have seen me sitting here in this chair on this channel, but that would have been about it, probably. I'm a terrible Heartstock Gold main player, so yeah, that's me.
Usually stuck in queries, aren't you?
Yeah, nowadays, yeah, but I used to be stuck in casting. Yeah.
Defined the query role. And Munchki.
I don't know what else to say. I just I pick up tasks as they come along. Not so much now that union things are like reality for me. Other than that, play in doggos. Been having like an okay time there. We've not done too well, I'll be honest. We've done pretty trash.
Doggos.
Man, he's a man. If he can't do it, no one can.
I've been climbing in like competitive instead. Spending my time there. It's so dumb.
Competitive mode, everyone's favorite trolls.
It's not too bad.
What about you, man?
Yeah, well, I cast pretty often here. I've been casting since season 1 for the AOL. It's been fun.
And we can do a thing again together. We keep getting placed in opposite.
Can you define a thing?
No, a thing. Like, we keep getting placed in opposite slots. I keep doing
yeah, that's right. Yeah, it will be good to cast together again.
I know.
I think we're about to get you guys sorted out, hopefully to play together. Oh, there is no volume. What the hell?
Oh, nice.
No.
Oh.
Is there no volume as in there's no sound at all?
It's coming on mine, but wait a minute, have we actually got this on the thing? This is why we always want to test our streams first and make sure everything's actually working. Oh no, we've got people talking in chat as well. We must be doing something right.
Why people
hashtag up the man.
Up the man. up the man, you can do it, man.
We have currently 19 people watching.
Why are people watching?
Why are people watching?
Because they're all here to support you, Mansky.
They got like a day's notice. They got a day's notice, right?
They are interested in the AOL.
But you got a cult following, Mansky. You got to lap it up.
Lap it up.
Lap it up.
Cult following. I'm not even doing the first bit that we're doing, I'm pretty sure.
Well, the first bit that we're going to be doing is talking about the brackets and who's been doing what, or who's been winning and who's been losing.
I don't have to put it that way. Who's been winning or losing?
Well,
who's been coming first and who's been coming second in each match?
Each round. So I suppose if we want to start this off, we're going to start off with Division 5. It is the division that I am in as well. And
whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. Team 1. Team 1 hasn't actually been a team since, I don't know, forever.
Probably.
Me and Bouncy are supposed to be in the team.
Whoop whoop.
But, ooh.
Still no vote.
So, Bouncy, you want to talk about Division 5 and how we'll be going?
Sure. So, yeah, sure, why not? So Team 1, we've been going 1 and 3. Unfortunately, we don't always have full teams each week, so we have to forfeit some games and stuff. So in each division, normally there's 6 teams, but in Div 5, there's only 5 due to Red Pandas forfeiting, so they're at the bottom. So we're 5th, which is a good thing. We're not last, technically speaking. Yeah, that one, yeah. I can see it on my Twitch. We're not last. MD Sarks are coming in 4th. They're a pretty alright team, apparently. I haven't watched them play, though. And they're tied with Dynamic. And our Group A, why is this Group A? We need to yell at Will.
All of them are Group A's, so for some reason
that's
just
okay.
There's only one group in each division, so...
yeah, true point. I'm so tired. Anyway, TG Nevermore and Foul Play Kraken are at the top. Foul Play Kraken only sitting on 1 loss. So I think, they're done for the season due to the fact of Red Pandas the forfeit. And I can see in the chat over to my left, everyone wants to talk about Mun. So yeah, so TG Nevermore.
We'll get to Mun. We'll get to
Mun. So TG Nevermore tonight will be not tonight. Next week. Oh, I'm so tired. Next week there will be their chance to see if they can pull out Div 5 over hopefully a comfortable win against Team 1. And then Dynamic will go up against MG Sharks to crown out 3rd place and 4th place, pretty much.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but we only have 1 week left of regular matches, then we're into playoffs?
Yeah, and then we're into semi-finals and finals.
Yeah, okay.
I hope it's like that.
No, I'm pretty sure we just did finals. I'm pretty sure we just did finals.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll see. I mean, finals for Div 5 are pretty much TG Nevermore versus Foul Play Kraken. But I think it's more currently of who's come first and if they're drawing right now. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see next week in Div 5.
Yeah, and I guess we could have a bit of a... Do we have 3rd place matches as well? So there could be a bit of a contest to see who comes 3rd.
There will be 3rd and 4th playing off as well, yes.
Okay, right. Yeah, because Dynamic and MG Sharks currently tied. 2 wins, 2 losses each.
Ooh, that'll be very interesting to see who manages to get through to that 3rd and 4th place. Although I think Team 1 we're definitely out, and Red Pandas I think is also actually forfeited.
Yeah, they forfeited their games. Yep, they did.
So it should be pretty straightforward, I think, for Div 5.
I mean, technically speaking, we could come first in Team 1 could come 3rd or 4th in a correct aggregate if we beat TG Nevermore, and then Dynamic lose by a certain amount to MG Sharks. We could go into 4th over it. It's really confusing. Oh, it just dropped.
Well, while that would be nice, we actually need to have a team first. And that would be
how does that work? If there is a tie for points, does it go to map aggregate or something like that? Or?
What I believe, don't quote me on this, please, no one quote me on this, is it's probably going to go to total ties, which is, for instance, if we beat TG Nevermore and Dynamic beat MG Sharks, it will go to whoever bet who, which will be MG Sharks beating Team 1.
Right, okay. Yep. Yeah, so there is a very... The chance is extremely, extremely small. I think isn't that impossible then? Unless...
I'll check. I'll get back to you on if it's impossible.
I think the official answer is that we'll solve the problem when it comes up.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out when it comes up.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to
happen. It's impossible. It is impossible because Team 1's only win is against Red Pandas who forfeited. So.
Yay, we're going to win.
Alright, so Div 5 pretty much decided.
Well, let's move on to Division 4, where we've got an interesting standings actually on the top here. We've got a team on top, but the second place is going to be pretty tight.
Ty currently with... Ty currently 3 wins and 1 loss for Duck 6 and Unreal Aussies. So, yeah, it could be a bit of a... What is the next match? Unreal Aussies facing up against Foul Play Phoenix next week. So, it's 3v1 in the current standings.
Yeah.
Some small part of me favours Foul Play Phoenix over Unreal Aussies, just because Foul Play Phoenix has shown... individual player skill, I think, is not as high as Unreal Aussies, but they work together a lot better, and they've been around forever.
Definitely.
Season 1 were they around in season 1? I don't remember.
Season 2, I remember, because I used to be OG Foul Play. I used to be part of OG Foul Play. Can I interject anyway? Roy, let's go Foul Play Phoenix. Awesome. Beautiful Briefree in the Twitch chat corrected me on tiebreaker ties. It's actually they go into map wins after that. So depending on how many map wins they've won over the 4th place. If they're 4th and 5th, they're tied.
Okay.
There it is.
We have the definitive answer now. So but yeah. So Unreal Aussies facing up against Foul Play Phoenix, the winner of that. If Unreal Aussies do win, they will be tied. They would go up over Duck 6 if Duck 6 lose their Master City Dragons, but judging by the current standings, probably unlikely to happen, I would say. So. Close contest to see who ends up being in that 1st and 2nd place match, and also for and who gets dropped down to the 3rd place match.
Definitely.
Interesting indeed. So let's move on to Division 3.
Big boy Munch.
Munch, what you got for us?
I'm trying to remember. I don't. I'm trying to remember everything I can about Division 3. I think I've only sat in a Sydney Clucks game, and I think they were fighting against Paradigm Shift. Ryu, weren't we streaming that one?
Which one was
Paradigm
this?
Shift, Paradigm Shift versus Sydney Clucks. Yeah, we were
Sydney
streaming
Clucks,
that one.
Yeah, Parashift came out with the victory on that one. They played they looked very, very strong. So I wouldn't be surprised. They look like they're pretty much guaranteed to be in their first place match now. Unless, well, it is 1v2 up next week. Jeffrey's Angels versus Parashift, but unlikely that they will drop down to third unless Sydney. No, I don't think it's possible, is it? No, it's not. So they will be in that first place match. And Jeffrey's Angels may be pretty much secured also, unless Sydney Clucks pull out. If Sydney Clucks do pull out a win against those guys, they will be tied, and it will have to go down to tiebreakers if Jeffrey's Angels do lose that match. But yeah.
I'm actually pretty surprised by Unique. I thought they'd be in the top 3 for this particular division back when divisions first came out. And I understand it's, I think, mainly due to difficulties that they've experienced behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate for them. But if they come back next season, here's hoping they do a bit better.
Are we streaming this Jeffrey's Angels versus Parashift next week? Or?
Oh, wait, no, next week. We haven't actually sorted out who we will be streaming next week, but...
Yeah, just go yell at our stream manager.
Yeah, just yell at Rufio, that guy who you sometimes see behind the backgrounds. I will...
Hashtag Rufio.
Hashtag Rubio.
Lazy bastard.
Yeah, that
Hello.
guy. No, we will put the teams to be streamed out once we decide which will be the key games and who hasn't actually been streamed yet.
Yeah, of course.
We try to give everybody some love here in the AAOL.
I think you put a few too many A's in there.
I can feel that.
Now smaller, more convenient.
The triple AOL. I think it's only double A's. We'll get that sorted one of these days. At least the logo looks nice.
Oh, definitely.
Tate was the one who designed that. Tate's great.
Big boy Tate.
Shout out to Tates.
Tatums.
All right. Division 2. Who's been following this one?
Not me. I've been following Div 1.
Yeah,
well,
everyone's looking out for Div 1, but Div 2?
I did cast Empire versus Knock Inferno last week, and that was actually a very interesting match. Empire did come out with the win on that one. So they're currently tied in the standings. So and 8-inch bots, who are second, are at 3 wins and 1 loss. So if things go, if things don't go to plan for them, and Empire do end up winning against Privileged, and they lose against Tryhard 6, we could see Empire jump up to that first and second place match. They did play very, very well last week.
I believe.
Oh, this week, rather.
Privileged might have have some roster troubles, and they might have had.
Yes. Yeah.
Somebody want to correct me on that if they automatically lose their last game or not?
I won't correct, but I know as a player they have had player troubles. As a player, they've had troubles.
Okay, so if they do end up
I'm just going to leave it as
forfeiting,
that. They've had troubles.
just general troubles.
General troubles.
Problems.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I think
if they do forfeit, then 8-inch boss is pretty much guaranteed to be in their first, second place, and no hero limit's not going to get knocked off. So it's really only we might see a rematch in the third place match, fourth place match between Empire and Knock again.
Definitely, could be quite interesting.
It could be a good game.
I don't think I've seen a match by no hero limit.
I have. It's interesting match.
Did they play 6 traces?
6 traces.
We did stream their game against Tryhard 6, yes.
Yeah, that was one of the first games we streamed this season.
It was.
This round. So.
Yeah.
You show a bit of their gameplay now before we jump into Division 1.
Div 1, would. Yeah, let's see some gameplay. Yeah, we do have gameplay on Twitch, you haven't already noticed.
Yeah, I'm sliding in between gameplay and...
Yeah, no, I'm
standings
telling
just
the audience more than anything. Also, as
anyone who would hear that is already watching the stream.
Yeah, but no, not all people. Right? No, because people are no. No. I had an idea behind it because, right, if this is an AAOL radio, I'll put it down, go do something else, and listen to it. I won't actually watch the radio. Like, you don't watch the radio, do you?
It's fair enough.
Right? So I'm saying we have gameplay footage. There we go. Anyway, moving on.
Division 1, where the big boys play.
Where the big boys at? Yeah. It says, but it said radio.
So before we start analyzing Division 1, is Mad Gangers a free agent team, or is the only free agent team is Team 1?
No, Mad Gangers was a free agent team to start with. So it's two free agent teams, Team 1 and Div 5, and Mad Gangers in Team 1. Mad Gangers had an exceptional Swiss bracket to earn themselves a position in Div 1 against, I think, all 5 of the teams except Mad Gangers are Master Pluses, and Gods of Justice had troubles and they forfeited the match, so that's why they are on 5.
That's actually really impressive to get into Div 1 as a free agent team and build up their chemistry pretty quickly.
Yeah, they did really well, actually. It's to come together as just randoms and to actually form into a very competitive and pretty well-rounded team, I think.
Yeah, I'd say they're pretty good.
So that is no mean feat at all.
No.
But as for the standings in Division 1...
I can't say that name, that's some French.
Belle Epoque.
4-0 currently in 12 against Mad Gangers, their last game of the season. Sorry. Interstellar, who used to be EloHelp.com, shout out. 3-1 currently. They're versus City of Thunder, who are currently 2-2 and sitting in 4th place. Fair Play Basilisk are 3-2, sitting on 9 points, tied with Interstellar, and they've already got their match presets done. So yeah, Fair Play Basilisk are guaranteed a final spot, regardless of if that being that'll be a 3rd and 4th place final spot. So shout out to Fair Play Basilisk reaching finals on their Div 1, I guess.
I don't see the rankings moving at all.
No, I don't think they will, to be honest. But I can't speculate.
I really hope Mad Gangers pulls something out and is able to take stuff off Belle Epoque. But I'm not. Belle Epoque. I'm not really holding out.
So yeah,
realistically,
Div 1 standings.
I wouldn't bet my house on it. That's what I'm trying to say.
I feel like Div 1, Div 3, and Div 5 are pretty much not going to change. Div 2 could change. And Div 4 could change. We could see a change in Div 4, I guess.
Prove me wrong, Mad Gangers.
Come to the plate.
Prove us all wrong, Mad Gangers.
Come to the plate.
But hang on one sec quickly. So, where is it? See, Mad Gangers are... you look at it, right? Average SR of Mad Gangers is 3.16. So they're competing against all Master Plus teams. All these are pretty much Master Plus teams. So to be in Div 1 is a very proud achievement. They should be very happy with themselves with the chemistry they've made as well.
And I mean, as they keep on playing, they're just going to keep on getting better and better if they manage to stay together as a team, which is
definitely
always.
What's the average survival rate?
That'll be the hardest part. Oh yeah.
It's like most teams survive a season and a half. That's about it.
I mean,
don't feel bad.
Yeah, it is difficult having to giving up your Saturday nights to come and play Overwatch if you do have other things on. It's not always easy to do it day in and day out, week in and week out, I should say.
That's kind of why we expanded the roster. Now that we have I think a maximum roster of 12, minimum roster of 8. It was to try and have that buffer so that people could actually have a life. Not be tied down.
Oh, unless you're like me and here each week.
Especially in the previous seasons, I know in Season 1, Season 2, there were a lot of situations where substitutes that came in actually had a huge impact in the game because of I guess, the fact that they had a much higher SR than the rest of the players in the team. So I guess we want to avoid that as well.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, we had situations where I think there were like 2 original players and 4 players from an entirely different team. Those were interesting days.
No one saw anything.
I saw nothing.
Can't see
I
nothing.
may have
Can't
clicked my
prove anything.
update Discord button. Anyway.
So moving along, so that's pretty much where the standings are at the moment, and with the finals almost here, what do we want to see moving forward into further stages of the AAOL?
I want to see a massive upset. Just like a out of the bag, you wouldn't expect it at all. Like 1 to a million upset. So that's what I want to see.
We always like seeing a good
You know,
upset.
you're the one who's going to deal with it.
Let's just hope that game
Whatever
is
happens,
streamed,
you're the one
whichever
who's
one
dealing
it
with
is.
Yeah, true point.
Well, moving
Yeah,
along.
I mean-
Yep, Rio.
Nah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see an upset in this coming week. It probably won't have a huge impact in the standings, but we could see one definitely.
I mean, having a good upset's always kind of nice, and with new character changes as well, we could end up seeing some shifts in the meta that might favor some
I really
teams.
hope that doesn't land in the middle of like finals. I think we had that once, but it literally landed like there was a big patch on the day or something.
I think they're usually
then,
pretty good about it
yeah,
because the obviously the open division's on at the moment, so I can imagine or hope they would avoid doing it during the middle of that.
Yeah, they probably would.
So how long does Open Division have left?
4 or 5 weeks, I can check.
Oh,
Has it
okay,
just
so
started?
quite a while.
It's 5 weeks, right? I think we're.
I think so. I don't know.
I think normal patch cycle for PTR is something like 2 weeks, or 3 weeks or so. But I think it's been slowing down recently.
I just typed in AAOL in Google and came up with AOL, the internet company.
Yeah, the American
AOL,
American Online.
America Online.
They got the open. Okay, so all the
That's
open
right.
is
Hopefully
the
it
same.
means that we're still running under the radar. Just a little.
Yeah.
Just give us a bit more time, please.
Shout out to Verizon.
Brackets. So, how many rounds does the Europe Open Division happen? They have 10. European Open Division have 10.
Flipjack is saying there's 3 more weeks for Open Division, then there's playoffs. So
There you go.
chances are that's probably when the patch will land straight after that.
Yeah,
Okay, so
probably.
we should be safe for a while.
That's in the middle, I think. Yeah, I think that's
Oh
in the
god,
middle.
no.
That might be might be right in the
It's
middle.
literally like on the dot. Oh my fucking god. But these are some like stupid changes. Like, well, not stupid as in bad changes, but like really, really big.
So the first changes that will be
Changes.
coming up should be the Hanzo and the Lucio one, if I'm
As well as a
correct.
tiny Junkrat nerf.
And a China Junkrat one too.
Well, I think
Yeah.
I don't think the Lucio one will have that much of effect in competitive, like in actual organized competitive play, because from what I understand, it just makes Lucio easier to wall with.
It's mostly quality of life changes, as far as I understand it. Like
Oh.
not having to have ammo to right click anymore, just like small stuff like that.
Also, the Tracer nerf, is that coming in this one as well?
no,
It may do.
There's no way.
That's a pretty big
That's very meta shifting.
draft.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think that'll be meta shifting either. I think like 300 damage.
It's
It
good,
depends.
but
It
doesn't
definitely
kill
depends.
tanks anymore.
She's definitely not going to be as effective as killing tanks. Definitely, like you're not going to be able to just press Q next to a Winston or something and just watch him die with half a clip into him, finish him off. Like it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But at the same
like-
time,
A few
We'll
of
s-
the yeah.
no, I think the Tracers. I think the Brigitte being nerfed as well in this patch with the shield bash should help Tracer a little bit. And I think Tracer will still be okay. I think she'll still, especially at the highest level, will still be very.
Remind me again,
very
what's
viable.
what's the nerf to appreciate?
Current angle for shield bashers from 90 to 60. So it's
Oh, okay.
tailored a little
So
bit.
it just makes it harder to hit, basically.
Yeah, harder to
Pretty
hit the
much,
shield
but,
bash.
what's it called? The pulse bomb getting reduced. Now you won't be able to insta kill Zarya or Orisa if
Yeah.
you're able to do that, right?
Yeah, that's definitely.
none
It
of the
definitely
tanks,
makes it.
none of the tanks are killable
Right.
except the pilot.
And also with the if you add the shield, either the shield gen or the Brigitte armor boost as well, that also makes a lot of the squishies not one hit killable as well.
Yeah.
We still don't know what kind of effect Brigitte's going to have on, well, the next season of AOL as well as competitive as it comes.
I've actually been surprised that more teams haven't tried actually using her.
I think
Because I know she's not available in competitive, but I mean they can try and think something up in scrims and surprise their opponents. I know there was in the match that I casted last week, there was a Brigitte to use and it was very, very effective on Volskaya.
I think at the moment people are kind of waiting for the season will start again tomorrow or the day after.
Yeah, tomorrow.
And also once Overwatch League starts to pick up Brigitte as well, and people see the strats that the pros use.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think people are sort of
I
waiting.
just don't know how to play Brigitte. As a support mate, I don't know how to play Brigitte.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it takes a bit of getting used to, definitely. I guess
I feel like she's the first support that's actually more of a different class than a support. Some might argue that Symmetra is more of a DPS, the best DPS on the game, but
a defensive hero.
Brigitte is just she doesn't feel like a support a lot of the times. She really
Play
feels like
Symmetra,
a
you
really squishy tank.
Some mains
Oh,
everywhere.
before she gets changed, holy shit.
I
Report
feel
the
like
some main.
Brigitte feels very clunky. But that I'm also Hearthstone Gold, so I don't see Brigitte very often.
well we mentioned Hanzo, right, as well.
So the big
So Hanzo's
Hanzo
getting-
change.
Yeah, getting hugely changed. And
It's just complete rework.
pretty much, yeah.
As a tank main, I am very happy about that.
Are you happy though?
Just
Like,
you
have you
wait.
seen?
Just
have
you wait. You're
seen
gonna
the?
storm arrow into your ass. And
Have
Have
you're
you
gonna
seen
wonder all
the
your health
tank
is
busting
gone.
experiments with the new Hanzo?
I mean,
It
it
No,
looks
I've not.
the new ability will definitely bust down a tank a lot, probably almost quicker than a scatter arrow, but it requires more skill than a scatter arrow, and I'm more happy with that.
I guess you still need to land the shot.
Also,
so-
it's a lot
Right.
more time required to finish your combo.
Right.
To finish pressing E, basically.
Whereas
I think overall it just makes Hanzo a lot. It increases Hanzo's skill cap slightly and increases his skill floor. So it makes him harder to play at an acceptable level, but also increases the damage he can do if you do manage to play him at a high level.
right, and his new mobility is actually quite pretty good as well. He can really reach a lot of places now that he wasn't potentially able to. It's almost the same as with Widow's grapple hook.
What is the other balcony on the sky? You can easily jump there.
Me and Rio were joking about this, right? So Hanzo's basically become McCree 2.0.
Yeah,
It's literally the same, right? You press E, you do a fan the hammer. You lunge, you do a shift. It just feels a lot closer to McCree than it used to be, and I wonder if that's gonna maybe.
But you do more
inform
damage.
How Hanzo's gonna
you
be
do
played.
80 damage for
I
body
know, you do
shots
so
and
much damage.
160
Holy
shots.
shit! And with the projectile speed increase as well, close up, it's gonna start to matter less and less who you're fighting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yeah, I think we'll see a huge. I think we'll see a huge increase in Hanzo on pretty much every map definitely on every map that you currently see them, like King's Row on attack, for example, or occasionally on Junkertown, that kind of thing. But you'll see him used more in other situations as well. He's gonna get a huge increase in pick percentage.
Yeah, the downside with that is.
damage.
I mean, the downside with the huge pick percentage is definitely going to be when you go into comp and you get the people who think they are DPS gods who were able to sort of ride that out a little bit because of the scatter arrow and get a pick here and there. Without having that as their sort of fallback, bad Hanzo is going to be much worse than what he used to be.
Well, I think the standard thing applies. Avoid comp for a week after the new hero is
releases
available.
and stuff. That won't be too bad. It'll be fine. You could take advantage of it, because the shitty Hanzo has in fact, the shitty Hanzo has more of a chance to be on the enemy team, technically speaking. If you have confidence.
If you lock Hanzo first, then at least your Hanzo won't be shit.
Unless you're bad. Yeah.
So here at the AAOL, we are encouraging you to auto-lock Hanzo.
Definitely. Don't get banned for it.
And don't get banned for it. The other one on the horizon is that sim rework.
Oh, no.
Oh my god! Have you seen the new sim? Have you seen the pictures that have gone up? It's cross map. It's It's a Great Wall of India, just across the entire map. You can do it in spawn, and it'll reach.
I've seen some photos of it, and it's when you're playing deathmatch and you have like the walls that stop you from going into other places. They were the walls that I saw. Yeah, some of the like deathmatch walls.
Oh my god, what was it?
I don't know if you guys play League of Legends, but there is a hero called Zaya in League of Legends who puts up an infinite wall, and it's a move. It's an ability straight out of a MOBA. This ability, it's crazy. I think it would be insane. Like it would actually be extremely good.
I just have no. I can't fathom a way it's gonna be used. Like, maybe it's just my tiny brain, but I just can't think of a way to make it happen, to make it work. Like,
just to shut off half the
what would
map?
you counter with it, right? Like, what would you counter with? It's just a barrier. You still walk through it. It just means that you don't take damage for X amount of time.
I mean, the other, while we try and contemplate the wall, the other one is her teleporter now is going to be greatly changed as well.
Have you seen that? You can teleport turrets and Diva bombs through that.
Yeah, it's going to make life very interesting.
That's incredible. That's going to be insane.
I hope that's going to be changed, but if it's not, it's going to be incredible. Teleport a Diva bomb to wherever you want. Oh my god.
It's like, need to move a Diva bomb? Here we go.
Oh, a Junkrat tire as well. Holy shit.
Oh, a Junkrat tire as well. Oh my god.
Yeah, through a teleporter. Oh no. I think you can charge through it as well. It's gonna be very. It's going
to change things
very
a bit if they keep it there.
We have no idea on what the numbers are going to be for any of these things, so like it's just no one has any idea how it's going to play out.
No, yeah.
We have some idea of the numbers. These is all the teleporter.
Yeah, the teleporter will be on a cooldown on E, I believe.
It's on. The health has been lowered to 300, and both the entrance and exit can be attacked. I'm just trying to look for how the exit is going to be launched. Is it like
I think
like a translocator, or is it going to be?
I think they said
same way
they
as
can
the
only be up
Taurus?
to like 25 meters apart.
Yeah,
or she could,
25 meters away. It's not that far, is it?
It's not that far, but it's still possibly just
Wait,
enough to make some
Isn't
interesting.
Lucio's like radius like 30 meters or something? Like
No.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
That's tiny. What?
That's full radius though, from one end to end, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Diameter.
that's the one. Diameter.
Yeah, diameter.
Does
At
remember
the AOL
maths.
Kids, we promote healthy math learning things.
Math learning thing.
I think it's like just enough to mean that you can't
math kids.
cross map, but I don't think it's gonna be as crazy as people think it's gonna be, just because of that range limitation. It's gonna mean I can get that achieved though, that like kill 3 teleporters in a match. Please, I need that achievement. It's the last one.
Got to get those achievements, people.
I bet you that achievement will get reworked.
Please don't. I just need to kill 3. Like, it's so easy.
Haven't you gotten the achievement yet, Munch?
because nobody puts down 3 teleporters, and I don't play like anything that has to kill a teleporter.
Yeah, actually, I haven't got it either. I've just given up on getting that achievement.
I didn't even get even that far. I just stick to the achievements for the heroes that I play.
I think so.
Well, otherwise, for this PTR patch, we have some small changes to Junkrat.
Yeah.
I think the Junkrat one will actually be
Hallelujah.
pretty good. I think the Junkrat one is needed.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's needed.
Not sure about the projectile size. You could almost argue that, but the Riptire definitely had. It's a small change, but it would definitely.
I was alright
have
with
some
the
kind of
projectiles, I'll be honest. But yeah, the Riptire just like.
Riptire's range was just the actual splash range. I thought was just ridiculous. Like even if you watch Overwatch League, every time there's a Riptire, you can always guarantee that there will be a kill. It's like there's very little counterplay, and the range is very deceptive on the animation. You think you're out of range, you just get hit with full down, you die.
Especially in the league as well. Like a lot of the times, they just send those tires out to the pharmacy combos and pick them up.
It's got damage fall off, right? I'm pretty sure it does. What's the range of it? It's like 3 meters, right? Something like that.
Oh no, sorry, apologies. That was actually previous patch. This one, they reduced the movement speed from 13 to 12. So, yeah, that's you won't see as many. Hopefully, you won't see as many tires dancing in the air. It just gives more opportunity to counterplay, I guess. That's it.
And it gives you more time to react.
Yeah, which is a good thing.
Like not a whole lot, but I think just enough. Because even now with the tire as it is, at least in the games I play, right, about half the tires get destroyed before they ever reach us, assuming there's like okay communication between the players. But bringing that speed down to 12, you know, maybe it won't be such a must pick at the pro level. Because I think he was saying, right, that it was pretty much a guaranteed kill up in.
I don't think you'll see his pick percentage decline by too much. I think it's a very small change. I think 13 to 12 is not actually that huge. It's just like it may give you an extra like 0.3 of a second or something to react, which is big in the pro scene.
Yeah, it's very big, especially.
It's big. It's like the Sombra changes, right? When they dropped it from like 0.8 to 0.65 for hack time. Yeah, and just everyone and their mother and their kitchen sink and their pet dog was very much up in arms about how little time that was, even though it was a 0.15 like change.
I think the main problem with that patch though was because it was 0.65, but the way Sombra's hack worked meant that there was some leeway. There is a period where you can't actually break the hack.
There's like a thing to compensate for lag, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that's what dropped that 0.65 seconds actually became like 0.3 seconds or something. So you have to react.
We live in Australia,
instantly.
Guys.
Just for those watching the stream at the moment, I've just chucked on the plays of the game that we have actually captured from the last 4 rounds, from all the maps that we've streamed. So check them out and enjoy.
Oh, don't check this out. Oh my god, I'm in it. I remember this game. I remember this game. I fucked up so much with Diva. Oh my god. I was playing such a shit Diva. I still play such a shit Diva, but, you know, I do it privately, in the comfort of my own bedroom.
I don't think... Rubio, do you have the Junkertown game?
The Junkertown team game from...
I mean, there's been a lot of matches on Junkertown. Which is the Junkertown
game? Which one was that from? Yesterday?
I don't know. Just Enigma. Interstellar versus Interstellar.
We've got Interstellar versus Foul Play. That was
that on Junkertown?
From Saturday?
Yeah, I think so. Yesterday, yeah, it's from yesterday.
We do have that one up. I can chuck that on after we watch all these lovely plays of the game.
There you go, Enigma. Legendary. I'm awesome. Thanks.
I guess before we finish off on the patch, there is one last change, and that's the Genji deflect. Has anyone tested this on PTR?
No, not yet.
I have not
But
downloaded
I have called for this fucking nerf. I don't know how fucking long ago, right? Before AAOL, I've always been saying that his stupid deflect is too fucking huge. It's like he spawns a bus and he's using the bus to fucking hit these shots back at you. So fucking dumb, right? These things that are aimed nowhere near Junkrat, nowhere near the Genji, right? Still just come back at your face. And it's so dumb. Like, you can't even see the Genji sometimes, and he's still like deflecting these in your face.
Munchie seems to have some bad experiences versus Genji. He's getting very frustrated.
Do you need to go to a therapist, Munch?
I am a therapist. Not yet.
Good point, actually.
So, no. But yeah, I think it was mainly in the days when I played Ana, and it's like frustrating to, okay, I'm gonna lob a grenade now. It's gonna fly like a hero above the Genji and still get deflected. This is
Get me started on Ana deflects.
Anyway, from what I've seen, because I haven't tested this personally, but from what I've seen, it is incredibly buggy. I don't know if they've changed it.
So they're changing the hitbox size, right, for his deflect.
Yeah, and the hitbox now, like, when you're running forward, for some reason, you can still get headshot. There's all these clips around people getting headshot by Widowmaker and Hanzo while they're deflecting. And, yeah, I think they might be working on a fix, or they may have already put through a hot fix. I haven't played on PTR yet, but, yeah, hopefully that doesn't get pushed to live, because it seems to be pretty inconsistent still.
Yeah, I've heard those screenshots and stuff.
Push it to live. Give me the Genji days.
Make those Genji players suffer.
Totally unbiased. As like, I think it's the only DPS that I've not played at all. Like, I've sought it for like shits and giggles, but I think I've seriously played every character except.
Yeah, there goes your Junkertown. Analyze the game. You want us to analyze Junkertown?
I can't even see the game. So how do I analyze it?
It is now on Twitch.
Do I have to open the Twitch?
Wrong side.
Other side. Wait, so you guys are on
the other side.
So this is you guys on attack first or defense first?
Intercell defense, so it's swap it.
Fine.
What is this?
You can see my VLC.
Let me put on my pro analyzing.
All right, that should be it.
Hat on. And then
up the mun, indeed.
We'll pass. Yeah, well, we can't analyze this part of the game. I mean, the comp from defense is pretty strong on Fellow Phoenix. The attack defenses. Oh, there we go.
This was the almost the holdout where they did right up in their spawn room, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was the hold right to the left of spawn. I was the observer for this, so I remember it in great detail.
Was this the first game that we casted? Oh, that you streamed, sorry.
Yeah, it's the first game that I was observing.
So Red has a pretty good defense tactic. Red, because I can't see the names, because you don't have overlay.
They didn't put the names.
Yeah, somebody forgot to put the overlay, but I believe Red is Interstellar and Blue is Foul
So
Play.
Red is Interstellar, yeah, I know that. So they're on defense here, and it's pretty good defense.
Mouse cursor.
The Foul Play Basilisk, yeah, it's a bit choppy. I mean, they're running no healers. Yeah, Red is Int. I thought it was.
I mean, the winner gets Red.
They're running Mercy. Single heal is pretty common.
Oh, they are now. They just swapped up. But
oh my god.
I'm just waiting for someone to get insta popped right now. There we go.
Are
we all watching this off the stream?
Yeah, we have to watch this off the stream. Well, I can watch it on time. Actually, no, the streams.
I'm watching it on the stream. Because they're all coming at GRKT. Yeah, GRTK get pushed. He backs up around a point.
I honestly think like Mun and GRTK were probably the two MVPs of this match.
Yeah.
Like,
there we go. There's.
I know they're DPS players, and DPS players get all the attention, but these two were doing some exceptional work.
I
they
just
got
can't believe that they.
I think the 3DPS solution. Oh no, they've swapped off the 3DPS, but I think the 3DPS solution at the start for Foul Play Basilisk weren't great. Mun is doing is just sitting here, mowing them all down.
Well, I mean, they've got it set up, so they've got the Orisa and the Bastion set up on the right side looking at spawn. And they've got the Diva who just sort of pops around up top, and then they've got the Mei who's usually on the left side. They come in here
and they just get rolled here because Mercy's out alone, gets rolled. They take down the Bastion, but at what cost? Which is the entire team pretty much here. And then Mun gets rezzed again, and they've just given them ult at this point.
And so they keep on running towards the Bastion, and then the Mei comes up behind, the Diva drops in.
Yeah, and they just get piled on.
What is with the
so it's Foul Play.
What is the stream chat at the moment?
Interstellar, otherwise known as ELO Help in red.
Everyone up the Mun.
Up the
Mun.
I don't get it.
Mun has a cult following.
I don't get it.
What's Fibby doing here? Fibby's gonna do something. He's just waiting for his team.
What was it? I think they were discussing ways.
Why did they not try this? Oh my god.
Well, this is interesting. So
this. I was wondering the whole time, like, why are they going out? Why don't they just go around the other side?
And they come the whole way around.
It's because of it was because of the Mei. The Mei buys them enough time. So what I'm seeing now is they only push they managed to make where they moved over.
The problem here is they have to contest it, like because they're running this comp.
Now they're just sitting on point here, and they're just smashing.
The problem is, okay, like you can go out from that. The correct play was to go out from that far side, obviously, and try and push out the Mei. But because they're running this Reaper Junkrat comp still, because the original plan was to go and actually bomb rush the Bastion, they have to approach the Bastion like directly. They can't just poke him down from long way, poke down the Orisa shield, or try and dive on someone else. So they have to, if they wanted to try this. But eventually it just becomes too much of a snowball. Like there's just too much of an ult advantage.
I don't understand. Like they're not. I don't think. Sorry, what was the team name again?
On
Interstellar in red.
On defense, yeah.
Interstellar.
They managed to get on the payload.
Was it Interstellar? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Royal Eskimo. But yeah, I'm just surprised they didn't think of like maybe looking at the Mei or just like because at times they just seem to completely ignore that the Mei exists, right? And isn't it kind of obvious that as soon as the wall goes down, you're gonna rush out? So maybe don't do it then. You know, maybe try something else.
I think if they ran even if they ran dive and tried to actually go out through the others through that right side quicker, they would have avoided wasting so much time and losing so many pushes. And they would have had way more time to complete this first point.
We should be having Caruso in here.
But for future casts,
he had a lot of things to say.
He had a lot of things I don't know why we're analyzing again.
Why are we analyzing this? I have dinner to go to.
This or what's the chat's going to riot?
We need to employ some analyzers to look at these games. That's what we need to do.
Employ some analyzers.
Yeah, they'll get paid for free because I'm too lazy to pay them and have no money.
Well, so I don't think it's like a thing of laziness. More.
I mean, yeah.
If we bothered maintaining books, AOL's in the red, guys. If we bothered maintaining books, I'm pretty sure AOL's in the red. But that's why it's for the players.
Yeah, I gotta admit, it wasn't a full strength foul play Basilisk. I'll end off with some simple comments. It wasn't a full strength foul play Basilisk. You missed out on a few of the players.
Do you think that had a big effect on it?
It was potentially. I mean, it was an okay attack. They just got beaten by a comp, and they weren't swapping. In my opinion, that's what my opinion.
They weren't adapting. Oh, that actually makes more sense because if they're not playing with their regular members, perhaps the guy that usually shot calls for them, for example, was not there, or something like that. They just weren't quite together.
Three subs, Royals informed me.
Yeah, that would definitely have an impact.
More than a bit of an impact.
It'd be like F Team 1 actually having a whole team.
All right, guys. Well, it's about time to wrap things up. So
We can see that you're slowly giving in to your Cyberman.
the Cyberman microphone is slowly coming back up, so somebody else can quickly start wrapping this up while I unplug and replug in again.
I'm withdrawing my application for the upgrade. Please come back in 2 years. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, so I think we've pretty much got nothing else to discuss.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. All right, I think I'm back in there now. So, all right, for everybody,
normal.
thank you very much for tuning in to the first AAOL.
Thank you for helping us test our
Yeah, I think we were.
Recap Radio.
Yeah, I think we were 22 viewers at peak, which is pretty good for a thing we mentioned 4 hours ago.
It's
we
not bad.
mentioned it.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. We mentioned it.
Clever boy.
No.
Clever boys.
We mentioned it 5 hours ago, actually.
There we go. We're not
Alright.
we're not totally not off of it. So we will leave these play of the games to run out, but as the commentators, we will sign off. So, boys, last thoughts and say goodbye. Ryu.
Cheers.
Yeah, it's been fun, and yeah, follow me on Twitter.
You don't even fucking tweet about you do tweet a lot. You do tweet a lot about If you want some hot takes on
Hot takes.
AAOL,
No, I don't actually tweet about it much, so don't follow me on Twitter.
So
you
don't
can
follow
lose
him on
all your
Twitter.
privacy. Everyone's gonna know who you are. They can give you shit for everything now.
Follow that guy in real
but-
life.
Yeah. So I guess we're gonna sign off now. We're not
Yep.
gonna continue this any longer.
This is it.
I have
Follow
been
AOL on
Munchkie.
Twitter.
I've been Munchkie.
This is
this has been
Rufio,
Rio.
Chris, Rio. This is all of us here from the AAL, and we are out of here. Thank you very much, and see you next
Thank you
time.
for listening. Bye bye.